Okay, it's now the next day on this tutorial how to carve a nose. To recap on the first video, this is cottonwood bark. It's very soft wood. The nose broke off when I was carving it, okay? So, the thing I want to say about when this nose broke off, you could carve the piece deeper, you could recarve a nose if you have enough root depth here, all right? But I decided I'm going to glue the nose on, and from the first, thanks for all the comments for the first video of this series. Yes, I know CA glue, crazy glue would work, and any kind of glue you want to use, I decided to use epoxy, all right? So I want to say that I didn't say when this nose breaks off, if your nose breaks off or your eyebrow or whatever breaks off, if you want to glue it back on, my suggestion is don't try and sand this side and then this side of the piece before you glue it on. Leave it natural, because the grains where it split off, if you put, let's pretend this is the piece right in my hand, if you put it on, it's going to match those grains perfect, and it's going to fit there back on perfect. But if you carve where it broke off and you carve the bottom side of the nose, the piece that's off, it's not going to be perfect unless you're a perfect person. And well, I don't know. So, okay, so let's carry on forward here. Everything's dry. There's no rush in this. That's why I said I'll just wait till tomorrow to finish it. So I think another thing we're going to do on this video is, because I've carved everything so deep, it's made this nose smaller. It's hard to explain, but it's made this nose smaller. So, because I want to make this, keep this series going, and I want to carve real eyes. I'm not the best at them, but I'm going to show you how I do it. There's different ways. So I think here, because I've carved everything so deep, I don't have that much room for eyes. You see, if I was going to make this piece hollow eyes, which I love doing hollow eyes is more than I like doing real eyes, tell you the truth, for my wood spirits, I'm going to push these eyebrows back. We're going to make the nose longer, and I'm going to curve the eyebrows back here. You might have to carve the forehead back. We'll see when we get to that point, okay? So let's open up this book and find where the you don't have to have this book, everybody. It's in my Amazon store, but you can look at reference pictures online. So here you can see different shapes of noses, okay? You got one like this, pig nose. The nose can come in any shape or size that you want. This, I could make this a big, like old troll's nose, but I think in this video, because it's a showing video how I do different things, I'm going to make this a thin nose, okay? It's going to be like a kind of like an elf's, I don't know what kind of nose, but this is fantasy stuff, everybody. I'm not trying to carve a real looking face. That's realism. I'm not a realism carver. So I'm going to make this nose that's going to be a thin, like kind of snarled nose. But let's start off with pushing these eyebrows back. Okay, so this is where the term carve deeper really comes into effect. Carve deeper doesn't necessarily mean carve deeper in the piece. Carve deeper means just keep on carving and make adjustments as if you need to go. So, like I said, these pieces, the nose is a little bit short for what I want to do. I want to make the nose about this long. So all you do is you get your pen. I wouldn't normally do this. I just normally carve it. Okay. So now my eyebrows are going to be up here. Right? So that's where my eyebrows are going to be. And this nose, the bridge of the nose is going to extend right here. So I'm going to get carving. We'll take care of this first, and then we'll start shaping the nose. It's going to be loud. I'm going to do a live carving. The fan's going to be running. I'm going to use my Kutzall Extreme Flame Bar. Okay? I don't have, here's one to show you. This is what I'm going to use for this. And we'll just get her done, and we'll start shaping the nose after. The downdraft table's working. Most of the dust is getting sucked down into here, into my shop, my dust collector. So when you do this too, this is also, because you can see here, the nose does stick off farthest from the face, but it's also a good way if you want to push these eyebrows back lower. It's also a good way to make the nose stick farthest off the piece too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to carve these eyebrows right off and reestablish everything. I'll try and go as slow as I can, but I think you guys understand my point here. Okay, so I've taken the eyebrows off. It's just about readjusting. Okay, the eyebrows are gone. Now let's do this. Let's just carve our new eyebrows in. Okay. We'll extend the bridge of our nose. Now this is where I'm going to start carving deeper. Okay, we'll take we got to take the forehead back down again. See that? Boom. Look how much room we got there now to put our eyes in. What I'm going to do now quickly is I'm going to carve all this wood away and take the forehead back a little bit. Okay, you can see how I did the adjustments there? Now look how far that nose sticks off. Whoa, yes, big honker. I would like to leave this guy like a big troll nose, but that's okay. We'll just, we'll make it thin. So let's see here. When you do the nose, for the very beginners, this is when you want to take your time. I know this forehead's all messy up here. That's okay, we'll take care of that when we do the hair video. So what you do is you reestablish your center line, okay? Now you want to decide what's happening with this nose. Like I said, let's make it a skinnier nose. So I'm gonna put a line here, and I'm gonna put a line here. I'm gonna go like this. So all this wood on either side of the line, I'm gonna remove it. Okay? So I'm gonna remove all this wood, and I'm gonna remove all this wood. Do you follow me? But I'm not going to remove the mustache here. I'm going to let it so the mustache kind of rolls off on the side. So it comes off the sides of the bottom of the nose. It's just about adjusting and adapting. So I'm going to stop here in a second. I'm going to show you guys a mistake that I made and how I'm going to try and fix it. So the mistake that I made for this, because it's such a thin nose now, I've already cut those deep channels in there. So let me think how I'm going to fix it. Because those aren't going to be the nostrils here anymore. The nostrils are going to be on the side of this thin nose. I think on this situation, all you can really do is carve deeper, so we'll take this all down. It's okay. It all works out in the end. It's just a wood spirit. Wood spirits can be whatever you want them to be. They don't have to be anything. Somebody show me what a wood spirit's supposed to look like, and I'll say, well, where's the proof? Wood spirit looks like whatever you want it to look like. So we'll just carve deeper. and hit reset. Try and keep both sides equal. I know it's hard to try and keep them equal when your mustache is going off to the side, because this one goes like this one comes down here, right? But just carve everything deeper. You gotta take your eyebrows down after, no big deal. Okay. Holy, look how far that nose sticks off that piece now. Awesome. That's what we want. We want to make it like a big, what's the name of it? Okay, so this is when we're going to start, sorry. Now we're going to shape the nose. This is when you really want to take your time. So let's go a little bit deeper below the nose for the mustache. We want this guy to have a huge honker. Like a witch's nose, overhanging kinda. The face is pretty flat right now, so you still gotta take all this stuff down again too. You remember, when you take one thing down, you're probably gonna have to take something else down too. Kinda clean up the bottom of the nose. I should slow down here. I know I'm kind of getting carried away for you guys to follow. Alright, there we go. So the face is pretty friggin' flat right now. It's okay. We'll adjust. We got lots of depth. So, look at that nose. Yeah. Okay. So what I want to aim to do is I want this nose to be like a triangle, like my fingers. See how it's just flat right here? I want it to be like a triangle. So like I suggest everybody, when you're doing this, take your time. Let me see. So here's your center line. I want to go like this and like this. You follow? And this is when you take your time. Yes, my Dremel is running full speed, but I'm putting less pressure on it. Go back from side to side. Look at your piece in the center, see how well it's equaling out on each side. Go back to this side now. Okay, so that's pretty good. Now, nostrils. You can make your nostrils however you want to make them. If you look at somebody, well, I hate to say it, but if you look up their nostrils, no two nostrils are really the same. So, and this is when you super duper want to take your time. Try and make them the same on both sides. Do your best. And then come down here. I might lose that, bring that mustache over here a bit. You see what I'm doing? I'm just adjusting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lightly hit the nostrils on this side. See that? I'm going to carve on this side of the line for the nostril, so the nostril gets elevated. I'm going to remove some of this wood on both sides. Then what I'm going to do is let's see here. I'm going to cut on this nostril and cut all deep down in here. Just like before I said, the deepest cut is right here on both sides. Sorry, I have to readjust my foot pedal. Now just slowly remove the wood. Try and make both sides equal. Okay, look at that. So now do you decide, do you want to put a bump in his nose? If you want to put a bump in the nose, it's super easy. All you do, normally I wouldn't draw this on, but I am for this video. All you do is go like this, put your mark there, use your bit, and just slowly work that down. Okay, I'll show you. Now see that? And all I do is just kind of round this off, and I round this side off. There's your bump. Okay, so nostrils. All I do for nostrils is I just get my burr, I just push up and in, like this. Full blast up and in. But you don't want to get too close to this side of each side, because what you'll do is you'll blow that wood away and you'll have a big, huge, round thing. But it's okay. Happens to me all the time. There's one side. There's two sides. So let's see what happened there. I blew the center out of the nostrils. It's okay. I should have used a smaller burr, and I was telling myself that. So now you got your nostrils in. Now let's shape them. Just kind of clean, excuse me, just kind of cleaning up and making everything look rounder. And look, this guy's got a big hole. This guy's got that big snarly nose that I was going for, right? So now, since this face is so flat, it's okay. It's kind of perfect. Let me clean up all this stuff. Actually, what should we do now? I think we're kind of done. I think the nose is done. That's it for this one. I'm just going to clean up all here really quick. And then I'll be back. Okay, it's a Bobby Dazzler. It's a Bobby Dazzler, not a Bobby Dangler. Somebody corrected me on that. Anyways, so there's our nose. Yeah, it's kind of messed up here a bit, but who cares, right? It's a hanger. It's a hanger. This guy's been punched. He's got a broken nose. So I know at this point the carving seems flat. If you look at the face, everything's flat. So the next video we're going to talk about, maybe we'll give this guy some teeth. Not too sure yet. Next series is going to be working on how the beard hairs connect to the face. Okay, and down here, and textures for the beard hairs and the mustache. So the next video will be mustache and beard. And that's how you can really have, that's when you really have the opportunity. I am running out of depth here, but I still got lots. That's when you have the opportunity to make the face really round, right? And I suggest for the very beginning carvers to find a branch, something that's already round. Pretend the face is looking this way, something that's already round to start carving on, or a 4x4, you know, so it's like this, then chop it in half so it's like a triangle. This, pretend the face is looking this way. This is the best angle you have to carve a face right here. It's so much easier, and you have a lot less wood to remove. So that's it for this one. Hope it helped you guys. Carry on to the next one.